What's going on, YouTube? R to the double E dash to the ZON coming at you once again. And I figured now is as good a time as any since I'm house sitting for my sister again here in beautiful Homestead. On my lonesome, secluded, far away from everybody, chilling, relaxing. Figured it'd be as good a time as any after 2 months and some change with the console to give you guys my official Nintendo Switch console review. In this video, I'm not only going to be reviewing the console, and I'm going to be reviewing it across, oh my god, I got an alert here, I'm sorry about that. I'm not only going to be reviewing it, on the basis of what consoles are. How good are they for games? What kind of games do they have? Their features and all that. But I'm going to be grading it basically on build quality, how sturdy of a console it is, how dependable it is. Especially if you're talking about Nintendo. Nintendo makes the best consoles as far as build quality goes and durability. So we'll be talking about that, and I'll be showing off everything I got for the Nintendo Switch. I just got a new accessory today, matter of fact, and it's my favorite by far. But let's just get right into it. First of all, I'll show you the unit itself. I have the neon red, neon blue Nintendo Switch console. You'll notice that my thumbsticks have these little red covers on them. If I get it close, I don't know if you can see the M on it. It's a Mario thumb covers. It came with a travel case that I'm gonna show you guys also in this review. It's a Mario case. As far as the design of the console itself, man. To me, like I said in previous videos, it's just amazing to me that everything that is the console itself, all the computing and processing power, ventilation, graphics processing, everything, memory, storage, all of that is in this tiny little tablet right here. And it may look, like a sizable handheld right now when I hold it like this, but if I slide these Joy-Cons off, there you're looking at the entire console right there. This thin little tablet right here. This is the entire console of the Nintendo Switch, which is just amazing to me, man. We'll go through some features right quick. Well, basically, you got your charging slot on the bottom. It's USB Type-C, which is awesome because it's a lot faster than standard USB for charging. You also have, that's also, by the way, that's also where it docks into the actual docking station, so it can play on the TV and TV mode. Right here you have your volume up and down buttons, your power button, which obviously turns the console on and off, also puts it into sleep mode if you hold it down. You got also right here the game card slot. So if I open that up, that's where you would slide your game cards in. And right next to that, you have your headphone jack. And then, of course, you got some ventilation here, some vents to release some of the heat the system will be putting out. And on the back, right by that snazzy Nintendo Switch logo, you have, I don't want to break it because it is kind of flimsy, but you have a kickstand to play tabletop mode. So you just click it open like that, and you can literally stand the tablet up and you play tabletop mode. And under that, you have a slot, I don't know if you can see it right here, let me get it in the light, for a micro SD card to expand the storage. The system comes with 32 gigs of internal memory, and then you would expand it thus by putting a micro SD cards in there. Give you a look at the Joy-Cons themselves. All right, and left Joy-Cons. And as you guys have seen in so many other videos and reviews, can be used as little mini individual controllers. You would think that this is really uncomfortable to use. Now, I will say it is not the most comfortable way of playing, but it is more than serviceable, and it works, man. I've had nice little long play sessions of fast RMX with my nephew. Him on one Joy-Con, me on the other. Like this, as tiny as it looks, it works, it functions, it gets the job done. So kudos to Nintendo for including that as another mode of control. What else? The travel case that I got, it's my Mario case. I think I showed it off in another video. Came with a lot of cool stuff. Like I said, the thumbstick covers for the Joy-Cons. It also came, if I open it up, I'll show you. Here you have a little cargo area for some netting to hold everything back. Came with a Mario linen cloth for wiping your screen clean. I still don't have a screen protector. I need to order one, tempered glass preferably. Alright, came with that. It came with some Mario headphones. And you see the little Mario logo on the earbuds. Not the best quality, but they get the job done. I've used them a couple times. Serviceable, you know what I'm saying? Not great, but they're free headphones. What you gonna do, And also, these are the two shoulder attachments that hook on to the Joy-Cons. I haven't used them in game yet because, quite frankly, I don't need the strap. I'm not an idiot. I'm not gonna throw my controller. People had that issue with the Wiimotes. Never use a strap on that either. But basically, you would just slide them on like that. I'm not going to do it right now because to get them off is kind of a little bit of a mission. I know you guys have heard about that. But what it does is it gives the Joy-Con a little bit more bulk, more size. Makes it a more comfortable controller. Makes the shoulder L and R buttons a lot more accessible, a lot more pressable, and feels a lot more comfortable. So I got both of those. They both came with the actual console itself. So I keep all that in that little netted area that I showed you. And then here, what's so cool about it is because Nintendo made the amazing decision to go back to cartridge-based media, which is so much more superior now to CDs and DVDs and stuff like that. You can hold an amazing amount of content and games, physical games, in this tiny little case. For example, here I have slots for 3, 6, 9, 12 games that I can hold in this one case. Right here, I got the 3 games I'll be showing off. I wish I had the actual physical covers, but I left them at my grandmother's house. And then back here, you have the strap, where basically your Switch console itself will sit in there, and you just tie it down with this Velcro strap to secure it. Zip it up, nice and durable. Can take a pounding. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what I have. My newest accessory I got today, and thank God I got it, man, is the Pro Controller. This is a bad motherfucker, dude. $80, yeah, slight or 70, whatever it was. Yeah, overpriced or whatever. Listen, man, this does everything that these Joy-Cons do, and feels more traditional and just a lot more comfortable, a lot more meat to it. Much better analog sticks, because as great as the Joy-Cons are, these little analog sticks, I really don't like them because they're so small. They're so small, such a limited range of movement that sometimes you can't really tell how much pressure you're giving it. They're clickable, see, just like regular analog sticks. But because of the size and how small the range of movement is, it doesn't really feel all that great when compared to this beast over here, the Pro Controller. This is just amazing, man. Sports a 40-hour battery life. Got it out of the package right now, literally right before I turned on this camera, and it was fully charged. I mean, that's amazing, dude. So I'm loving it, man. What can I say about the console itself? Let me show off the games real quick. Of course, you know I gotta have a launch day. And that's gonna be hard because they're so small. I don't know if it's gonna be in focus, but I'll show you. Launch day, you know I had to have that Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. That was going down, and I'm still in that game, over 70 hours in, and just loving the shit out of it, man. Along with that, on launch day, Super Bomberman R. Only played it once because Zelda, like I said, Zelda took up all my time. But it was very fun when I played it online, and I heard there's been a lot of patches to it. I definitely will be jumping back into it and getting back into it now that I'm calming down a little bit on Zelda. And also the newest edition, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Just a savage. I'm already over 15 hours in this. Only had it for about a week and a half. I mean, it's just ridiculous, man. I'm loving it. And also non-physical games, digital games that I have on the system itself. Fast RMX, as you guys have heard me praise that game. It is literally the F-Zero of today, and it's just awesome. 1080p, 60 frames per second, beautiful HD graphics, buttery smooth online play, yada yada yada. You've heard me talk about this before. Also have on there World Heroes Perfect, 1995 2D sprite fighter, and also the demo for Blaster Master Zero, which is pretty fun. Probably going to get NBA Playgrounds tonight or tomorrow, depending on when my paycheck comes in. So yeah, games are off the chain. I'm loving it, and all that's coming out in the near future is going to be awesome. Now, having to talk about the console itself, the concept of being able to take your home console experience, your AAA gaming console experience, seamlessly on the go, cannot be overstated. The value that brings the gamer. I mean, dude, you guys have heard me talk about it before. Every day, every single fucking day. I'm at work. We get our 9:05 to 9:20 break, 15-minute break. Me and a couple of coworkers, we bust out the Switch. And where they're playing our own individual Zeldas, Mario Kart, whatever. Lunchtime, these dudes get together. There's like 12 of them. They have a dock and everything. They hook it up to one of our HD monitors because I work in a PC manufacturing company. And they all sit there and they play 4 players on the little mini Joy-Cons. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Just going at it. Battle mode racing. This is what the Switch offers the gamer. Not only that same co-op magic, multiplayer magic, local multiplayer magic that Nintendo's known for, but the ability to take that on the go anywhere and set up like this. It's amazing. Today I actually had to go pick up my car because my car I had to take it to the shop. I went to go pick it up today while they were washing it. 15 minutes, I sat there, played some more Mario Kart. And people were looking at me like, yo, what is that? Well, y'all got to get on the bus, man. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing, man. But yeah, that alone puts it head and shoulders above the PS4, the Xbox One, in my opinion. It just offers more to the gamer without busting your balls on price. And without having to be this giant set-top box. It has everything you need in that little tablet to play games that look as amazing as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, as amazing as Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and all the stuff that you're gonna see them come out with. Look at Arms. Arms looks beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Splatoon 2. But yeah. So for that, it gets an A, man. It's just a revolutionary idea. Nintendo always seems to come with that magic, that newness, that something new that's never been done before. And it reminds me a lot of the Wii U, man. Believe it or not, as bad as the Wii U failed, the Wii U, I've said it before, was the testing grounds for what the Switch is. People say, oh, the Switch is what the Wii U should have been. No, no. The Wii U was the beginning experiment to get the Switch as good as it is now, because they couldn't do it back then. So that's awesome. The myriad of control options, like I said, man, the Pro Controller is not my new favorite. I mean, the Joy-Cons, man, I'm not gonna lie, there are some negatives. I've been having issues with my Joy-Cons. Now, I don't know if it's my sister's house out here in the middle of Homestead or some kind of interference that she has in her house. My left Joy-Con is not desyncing like other people's has, but the left analog stick, my character goes insane and drives all over the fucking place in Mario Kart 8 online in battle mode and in racing mode. Online. It just goes bananas. I don't know why. I've recalibrated it. I've done everything. I put it in clear line of sight. I've literally stood right next to the console and no go. Did it right now with the Pro Controller from far away. Beautiful. Buttery smooth. So the Joy-Cons aren't all they're cracked up to be. Especially when this can do everything the Joy-Cons can do. The way that I like to use my Joy-Cons, though, is split like Wiimote and Nunchuck, man. That feels so good to be able to do that and how precise the motions are. But other than that, man, I lean towards the Pro Controller. They kind of dropped the ball for me when it comes to the Joy-Cons as far as the issues I've been having and the issues I've been hearing other people have. So that's one negative. But overall, man, what console doesn't have drawbacks? What console doesn't have issues, technical bugs and stuff like that, and design flaws? Yeah, the Switch has its share of little things here and there that are things that I'm like, come on, Nintendo, your build quality is slipping, man. And I'll be honest with you guys, man, I'm Nintendo diehard, you know that. But I can tell you like this honestly, man, from the days of the Wii, the last 3 consoles, I have noticed slips in Nintendo's build quality. My Wii, within 3 years, the motherboard was fried. I had to send it in for repairs. My Wii U, one time I had to send it in to replace the I think it was the motherboard or the drive itself, the optical drive. Other time I had to send in my gamepad to get repaired. And I take care of my shit, you know that. And the Switch already, it's only been 2.5 months, and I was already considering sending in the Joy-Cons for repair to Nintendo. Whereas back in the GameCube, N64, Super Nintendo days, that shit was unheard of. Nintendo was spotless. The build quality was ridiculous. So that's one area where I feel like they're slipping. I don't like the trend I'm seeing there with them because they're starting to look more and more like Microsoft and Sony. You know, no disrespect to them, but let's be real. But other than that, the games available currently, the game lineup, the concept of being able to take your experience on the go with virtually no compromises in graphical quality and just the experience itself. And just how innovative it is, man. How seamless it is. You're not waiting around for your game. It's click, slip, there you go. Ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So, having said all that, I do think it is a phenomenal console. I think the Switch, if given the right amount of third-party support, could be #1 overall. Over the PS Pro, over the Scorpio. I mean, right now, the surveys that are being taken, people are more interested in buying Switches than they are in buying PS4 Pros. And even more so than Scorpio. So that's a good thing for Nintendo. Let's see where that goes. But as far as the console stuff, do I recommend it? Not only do I recommend it to Nintendo fans, especially to Nintendo fans, but I recommend this to anybody who loves to play video games and has an adult life. You know, you got responsibilities. You got places to go to. Sometimes your kids are there, and you can't be hogging the TV from your kids. Play it in handheld mode. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much that it offers, man. And with Nintendo's diverse lineup of games, first party, second party, and hopefully third party relations improving the way they are. EA's talking a lot of good stuff about how they want to support the Switch. So is Activision. So is Ubisoft. And Capcom. Let's see what happens. But as far as the console stuff, I think it's another home run for Nintendo. I think this is succeeding massively in all the areas where the Wii U failed. And I think sky's the limit, man. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this review. I'm kind of out of time. Maybe I'll make one more video after this talking a little bit more about it, going in depth into certain things. But that is my review. The Nintendo Switch is definitely worth it, man. And if you can find one, because good luck, I will snatch that shit up, man. God bless y'all. Stay gaming. Peace.